The commercial cleaning industry depends on products that are often overlooked until they fail. Integrity Commercial Products knows this and they respond in kind. This company is constantly making positive and proven decisions about quality, durability, and customer needs. These are decisions that impact you. In this episode, we explore how Integrity Commercial Products came to be, the challenges of launching a manufacturing brand in today's marketplace, and where the company is heading. And now, it is my pleasure to welcome Jay Skinner, the company's marketing and sales manager. Jay, welcome to the program. Just tell us about yourself and about Integrity Commercial Products to get us started.
Well, I'm Jay Skinner. I'm the marketing and sales manager of Integrity Commercial Products, and I'm a sales and marketing guy. And my past world was in developing a plastic pallet company, actually a rotationally molded plastic pallet company, starting as a startup back in 1993, 92, and then going all the way up until we went through a couple private equity buyouts, and I got out in 2018, and I proceeded to do other things until a year ago, a little over a year ago, I got picked up here because I'm a product marketing guy, and it's like, wait. Do you hear something in the background? I heard
I
something.
do. Let's see who's here.
See what's going on.
Jay, who is this guy that just showed up?
This is Terry Stemple. He is the owner of Integrity Rotational Molding and the new company, Integrity Commercial Products, that were this part of this whole launch in the last year. Hey, Terry, glad you came
Hey
out.
guys, how you doing? Thanks for having us.
Terry, we had no idea you were coming. So tell us about yourself and how this company got started.
It's kind of a spin-off of Integrity Rotational Molding. We're a 25-year-old company. We've been in the custom molding business for all those many years. And in a previous life, I worked for a janitorial company and was in the food service industry as well. I got my feet wet working with them guys. And after I joined Integrity Rotational Molding, we did custom for the first 24 years. And I ended up buying out my partner a few years ago. And right after I did, I had an opportunity to purchase the product line of all the product line of the products that I helped the company develop some 25 years ago or a little bit longer. And we bought the entire product line, brought it in, refurbished all the tooling, and took our time. We did it all in-house, made the tools like brand new again, and we got it ready to launch. And my background has always been in service. I'm great at providing a service to my customers, but I've never sold a product. So I hired Jay Skinner to help us with our sales and marketing. We purchased a machine along with the tooling, so we could run the fast productions off the tooling to keep us competitive in the market, because we know we're going after a lot of injection molded parts, which are a lot more cost effective to run, but not as good a quality as I know the product can be. Rotational molded products are generally thicker on the corners, so you have more durability. And I just knew the quality that these parts are and how well they were received in the marketplace. And I knew I could turn it back on and get these things moving again. But it's a challenge building a network of dealers, reps, and sales organizations and distribution centers across the country. So Jay's been a great big help on that.
Well, Terry, good information. And it sounds like you have someone who's going to help you with what you need. But I'd like to know about the name Integrity. So that goes way back, as you mentioned, 25 years. What does that mean to you personally?
And one of the things that attracted me to the company was integrity. It's very important to me. The words of integrity to me, it means doing the right thing when no one's watching. And we've lived by that motto ever since I become part of the company. And we always try to never give our customers surprises. We always let them know if there's an issue. And we always are number one in customer service. If they have an issue or they have a challenge and they need products sooner, we'll jump through a hoop and make it happen for them. And I told Jay I wanted to have the same philosophy with Integrity Commercial Products. And the customer service is going to be huge to us. And I think it's something that's missing in the industry as well as a durable product. So I think we have a lot to bring to the table. We have a great staff of people. We're a family-owned business. All three of my children work here. Just my children alone, I have over 75 years of experience just with them alone. Plus, we have several people that I've hired from the rotational molding industry, plus the ones we brought up over the last 25 years. One of the things I'm most proud of is what's behind me here is we were nominated as Best Place to Work for 2026 by Plastic News this year. So that's probably I've had lots of accomplishments in the industry, but that's my most proud one. My employees nominated us for that. And if anybody knows anything about rotational molding, it's a very tough, labor-intensive process. And for our employees that nominate us and to be number 6 across the country, I'm very proud of that. Very, very, very proud.
Well, I don't know that much about the business you do, but I'm learning it today and it sounds interesting. So there must be a factory nearby and they're making trash cans and receptacles and all that.
Yes, it's actually right. I have a video screen that I kind of keep looking up at if you see me doing that, where it has a picture of all of our machines running. And if they ever have challenges, I can see it. But I have a good staff out there. They handle it all the time. But we're out there doing it as we speak. It was nice being with you guys, but I really have to run. I have some engineers that have some questions. We're working on some new products for our product line that will be at the show. So thanks for having me, and thanks for having Jay, and you guys have fun.
Thank you, Terry. I hope Jay has all the right answers. We're going to find out now. Well, Jay, that was great having your boss on. I think he's proud of what you're doing and he hired you to do a job. Talk about that. Talk about the challenges and what you've seen so far that you're helping with.
Integrity Commercial Products is a separate standalone company alongside Integrity Rotational Molding. And that's just business, how things are set up. But it makes tons of sense. My office is in the same building as the plant and the rest of the offices, and I'm right here. You can see this is my place, and everybody can zoom in. They can see my next things to do and my checkoffs and what I've done. It's a lot of fun, and the idea was that Terry gave me a call and said, I need a guy that's developed a product line and sales and marketed it, around the country and the world, which was my background. And rotational molding helps because I was in the same type of molding, which is an unusual type of molding compared to others that people know, which delivers a type of product that doesn't crack, break, or chip like other plastics, lasts forever. In fact, we call this a legacy purchase. In other words, when someone buys one of our containers or our trash cans or something, I'm going to show you on my screen a big picture of these products, which you'll go, wow, that is good. Right here, I've got this past weekend, we set up at a local, is a big called Canes Midwest Sports Complex, which is a brand new place in not far from our plant. And they've got 20 of our trash cans, and they had a big open house and family day, and it's all quite new out there. And we brought our big 20-foot display and some products and sat there and we met in the community. It was wonderful. And right here is a good example because you get a chance to see, tilt trucks, you see dunnage racks. Here's some examples of actual trash cans. And then a little bit later, you're going to see a picture of something else that's really cool. You can also see here, this is inside. When we had our ribbon cutting last year, we had, multimedia. I mean, we had the lieutenant governor was out here. We had all the city and state and people. And we had speeches, and there's Terry delivering a great speech about our event and what we were doing, and dignitaries and lots of people. And then, of course, everything that I did was building up to the ISSA show last year. And we had a 10 by 20 booth in the new exhibitors pavilion. And it was wonderful because really heavyweights from the industry showed up and recognized what we were doing as something special. And it's not really all only about the products, which people haven't seen these products for years. Now, back here is the Integrity Eagle. This is the Integrity Eagle. This is a new product that we developed as part of all this. And that was before I got here in June of last year. Terry had already put this thing together. He had all these other products, but this was his special design that he put together, and it happens to be the biggest seller so far. People love it, and people recognize the real importance of family. And here's our group, and you see this is Chris, Vice President of Operations, Brent, our head of sales for Integrity Rotational Moldings for over 15 years. Of course, Terry, me, I'm the new guys, and his daughter, Tara, who's the head of administration here. And then there's another son named Zachary, who's special, and he didn't make this picture, but he's back there in manufacturing, helping make this a fantastic place. So, we got some cool things going on here. And I show you that to create a perspective on the energy and the excitement of Integrity Commercial Products and what we're doing.
Thank you, Jay. So I noticed some evidence of manufacturing in the United States. Talk about why that's so important to your company.
Well, first of all, we already have a plant in the United States in Plainfield, so that makes a ton of difference. And the other part is that our understanding of the way things go right now and the way people prefer to do and the way tariffs and other things are built is that manufacturing in the United States is a preferred way to go financially. And then the heart and soul and minds of the people in the United States that are our primary buyers right now think that's an important thing. And we happen to as well. That's a big deal for us, that we can employ local people and we can bring money to our local economy and then help people all over the country. And ultimately, it's going to be an international company, but all over the United States. And they can say they proudly buy from an American company when they're buying from us.
I want to ask about this. Waste receptacles, facility products might seem somewhat straightforward, but I think there's more to it than that. They're evolving. Talk about the trends that you're seeing in customer expectations, and how is Integrity responding with new ideas and innovation?
Well, the interesting new idea and innovation is coming back with products that were essentially mothballed over the last 10 or 15 years. And for a whole host of reasons, and the biggest host of reasons Terry talked about was, they were old products that they were not, they priced themselves out of the market. There's a number of things that went on. They were quality products, but things changed 10, 15 years ago with another company. Terry was very familiar with this line, and people loved them. In fact, today, folks will go out into parking lots of big supermarket chains, like a Kroger, for instance, or they will go out into malls or parks around the country, and they will see our products. But we didn't make them. They were made 20 years ago or 15 years ago and 10, and they look just as good as they did when they bought them. But you won't find that with other similar shaped products, similar shaped types of waste receptacles, for instance. And that's one of the things. And then through a share here, I'm going to show you an example of what I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to drive everybody here when I'm talking about things to our website, which is integritycommercialproducts.com, integritycommercialproducts.com. And the reason for that is it's silly to make people have to fish 20 different places in order to see what they're looking for. And in our case, we have a website that we've developed here over the last year, and everything people need in order to work with us and do business with us can be found right here. And that's a beautiful thing for our distributors because we only sell through distribution. We do not do direct to end user sales. And they can go to this website and they can begin to see things about integrity rotational molding, our food service products, and our janitorial products. And on the front page, you get just see ideas and places where these products might go. And here's a nice little family picture. But if you look, you can see products that are shaped like this, but they're done in a way by other types of plastic and other types of molding that doesn't hold up like ours do. You just got to say that rotational molding is a non-pressure molding type of molding that people are familiar with this because they've seen it in things like playgrounds and super heavy duty industrial products. Actually, what we see here called a tilt truck, these have been in factories for years, but the way they're manufactured by a lot of people these days is not as durable as what we're doing. We are bringing back legacy products that will last for years, and we call them legacy because the buyers will buy these things and they'll be showing them to their grandchildren with great pride.
So, Jay, a question.
Yes, sir.
If you were to take all your products and put them amongst other brands and take all the labels off, will they stand out, just the visible part of it?
Big time.
Big time. Okay.
They will stand out like they have a look and a feel. First of all, the other products with other companies doing plastic containers, they're not going to offer as many colors as we do. Can you imagine that? Here's an example. I'll just pick one of these, a flat top receptacle with a door. And the standard color program for this, it's not just gray. It could be black. It can be brown stone. These are all faux granite colors, green stone, gray stone, of course, sandstone. Oh, by the way, did I mention we've got a whole other host of other colors that are available here? And if people say, man, I would like it in another color altogether,
You can do
we
it.
can work it out. We
All
can
right.
work it out. And then they're going to buy it. And then from a pricing standpoint, they're going to see that we price things quite a bit in the ballpark so that they can feel good and happy and comfortable about what they're buying. And we even have we do have a printed catalog that you can go to and look at things as well. And people can get in there and see the pictures and different types. This is kind of cool. These are tops that go on other people's plastic or metal cans. Those are called Integratops. See, that's kind of fun. So you
Yep,
get
I like
our
that.
quality on top of a different can, these things, and then of course there's our beautiful tilt trucks, and then a whole host of quote standard colors. But don't let that stop you because we got custom colors, logos, and a simple secure trash bag system that doesn't fall out of the can like some do. Some people have these big metal systems that are a real pain, but we're just not doing that. We're thinking about user friendly and how that might go.
Now, are you going to bring all those products to ISSA show?
Every one of them, and then some because there's some new ones coming up in the tilt truck line. And we're also going to have some actual products that look similar to what you saw here, but with some additions and improvements. So we're going to be showing up with some improvements. And in our big 20 by 20 booth, which is doubling the size of what we did last year, there's plenty of room to add these products. And we're featuring the products. People can walk around and see them. They'll be labeled, ask questions. It'll be
Okay.
quite an experience because they'll be there with us. Lots of smiles, lots of fun.
When you shared the website and all the products you have, impressive. How many people does it take behind the brand to create that?
Well, when you got a plant with over 70 people making them, that's a big deal.
That is a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. And then from a sales and marketing standpoint, I'm here, pulling some of the levers and that sort of thing. But I have people in the what call it the digital marketing field. I mean, when I came on board the first 2 months, I hired two different digital marketing agencies to help pull all this together. That was a big deal, and that includes those digital marketing agencies have teams of their own. So figure out how many that is, and then you get into all the other supporting factors that have to do with manufacturers reps. As after we went to the ISSA show, right now I have somewhere in the neighborhood of 45 manufacturers reps that are covering the entire just half of the nation right now, a little bit more than half, that then they visit distributor organizations. And so how many people is that? And then on top of that, oh, did I tell you we also joined two buyers groups, TUG, which is the United Group, and then another one called DPA. And these are two major buyers groups that really become a platform for introducing independent distributors to the products of member manufacturers like us.
Yeah. So with all those people in growth and things are happening, I heard a rumor about a new warehouse. Talk about that.
We are going to add somewhere, it's in the 50 to 70,000 square foot range, new warehouse, and essentially going to become a 3PL or an order fulfillment location attached to our plant to cover the needs of the company that I'm helping build here. I am so excited. And right now, the 3PL means third party logistics, and we'll be covering the warehousing of products, not just for us, but then also a couple other customers that are big in our rotational molding company are going to be heavily involved in this. And we're going to create this warehouse that will enable us to, once we figure out just exactly what needs to be stocked, we'll be able to stock large quantities of the right kind of products so that we can get them out quickly to our distributors, who some of them are not stocking, others will be and do. But that's a big endeavor, and it's like doubling the size of our whole facility altogether. It's a fantastic
Jay,
endeavor, and we just got approval from the city of Plainfield here last
good
night.
deal. Good deal. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you know that as an ISSA member company, you can send me your press releases and we'll publish them for you?
Absolutely. Yes, I
So
do.
you're going to send that, right?
Absolutely. As soon as that press release is done, that's part of our support group. And we have a great press release aspect to what we do through our digital marketing agency, one of our preferred vendors or suppliers or partners in that area. And when that comes, we'll make sure you're on the list.
All right, sounds good. What are some other ways that you use ISSA to help you with your business or the member benefits that we offer you?
Well, one way is ISSA has a guy named Jeff Cross that calls people and talks to them about their product. Their business.
I've heard of him. I've heard of him.
Hallelujah. I went through your past podcast life, and I was so impressed. I said, "This is beautiful. This is the guy we need and want." At the same time, the referrals are wonderful. And there was a guy named John Barrett was actually referred to us by a manufacturer's rep company that we were courting, and he was and then we got to talking to him. Next thing you know, he's saying good things about us, and becomes a referral, because right now what we need more than anything else is to go from Integrity Commercial Products, who are they, to Integrity Commercial Products. I've heard about them, and getting share of mind in our addressed market and our target markets. And you provide that, because as I give more and more information and publish things, you guys pick it up and you push it out there and you help us. And then at the show, we network at your events, and then you have networking events and we participate in those. The ISSA International is the place to be to get share of mind. In fact, if you look at front page of the ISSA show, I think you'll find Terry is actually mentioned in there recommending the importance of ISSA. Well, that helps you and it helps us.
Absolutely. And I believe that the member listing, there's a directory where you can find companies to work with is valuable to you as well.
Absolutely. You guys are a great source of networking and acquiring share of mind. And as we get more out there, one of the things I talk to the people that's involved in the actual speaking engagements and the workshops at the show, and probably next year I'll be a speaker at one of those and actually be talking about something that's near and dear to my heart, which is you're a manufacturer, you want to get out in this industry and make an impact and sell your stuff. What do you do? And I've been on that mission here, and I can talk about how to go about it, do it in a very quick fashion, because I will tell you, we are moving fast and we got great things happening. We can get found and more things are happening. We have done more from June of last year. And then what we learned from the ISSA show, moving ourselves from then, November of last year to now, we're working warp speed, really compared to a lot of guys, and they could learn from what we've learned. And I'll be happy to share it, and I probably will next year in some meetings for new upcoming manufacturers.
Sounds great, Jay. So here's the thing. You guys have a great company. People know about you, but there might be some out there who don't yet, but now they're going
Yes.
to from today's
Yes.
conversation. So that's important. But in closing, tell us what you look forward to in the next couple of years, looking ahead for your company.
Number one, and we're in that process now, is the recognition of Integrity Commercial Products as a real player in this industry. And as we continue to show up and we bring products that nobody exactly has quite like this, folks will understand that we are not replacing the other lower cost trash containers out there or injection molded ones that don't quite last as long and have too many parts and things, but they will recognize this as that rotationally molded, super heavy duty, well and fairly priced at the market. People aren't going to be crying about our price, but a special product that fits a niche. And if they've got time to do something rather than act like it's another commodity, but work with us, they can make this legacy buy and great things can happen. IntegrityCommercialProducts.com.